in a way, I feel a little bit sorry for Jack because we have a very, very last minute interview at the closing hours here at Printing United. And you have to go home, my friend, and do edits so we can have these out tonight, right? Well, Pete, great to see you.
Nice to meet you.
I mean, Screen, I have interviewed so many people from you guys. I mean, you're fabulous in what you do from the printing side, both on the commercial print side and on the label side. And I just think it's fantastic. How important, in order to sell printers and make sure that your customers are successful, how important is it having a partnership with Solimar?
Well, Screen, as you know, is successful in our business, but when we couple with Solimar, we wind up with a much stronger solution, particularly on the front end, because Solimar's tracking and capabilities for PDF editing are supreme.
And I mean, isn't that a little bit annoying to know that you have maybe the best machines in the world and then you depend on a San Diego company?
Well, what we try to do is look for the best in the market, and that's why we have partnered with Solimar, because we believe that they have a complete control over everything they try to do.
I mean, with the legacy they have also when it comes to transactional data, I mean, obviously in the transactional space, both toner-based continuous feed and also inkjet continuous feed is of course major important, right? But also in the future, when we talk about like maybe transforming the offset work, high volume print, I mean, having the right data is becoming even more essential because the workload on the RIPs is getting even higher, right?
Yes, yes. And when you look at the tool set Solimar has that they lend to us for use in these environments, it winds up, like I said, with it being a much stronger solution.
How does it work? I mean, if let's say that I go to you tomorrow and say I would like to buy one of your wonderful presses here, do I have to? Is the Solimar value proposition included in the deal, or is it something that we have to negotiate on the pricing and the terms, etc., or how does that work?
Well, Screen can represent Solimar, but we always do pull them in as a valued partner. They are the experts in their field. And what's funny is even when we do wind up with a new customer, it's rare that customer has not at least heard of Solimar, if not already being a customer of theirs.
Are you saying that it is actually also so important, that relationship, that it's sell printers?
Yes, yes, and there have been situations where we would not have been successful in our install base if it were not for the tools that Solimar provides.
So how long time have you been partnering with Solimar?
Oh, it's probably going on close to a decade now.
We're looking at Marianne. Decade? Decade. I mean, so that is a solid relationship you have with Solimar, right?
And Solimar, actually, the relationship with Solimar goes right into our Japanese development team. And that being said, right into our Japanese install base.
And I would say, because I work in a Japanese company, that's not bad, right? Because that basically means that you have a longevity to your relationship, right?
Right. Now, first of all, it's not easy to get into that Japanese development team. But Marianne and her team at Solimar have proven their value as such to actually work together with our software team and actually down to the nitty-gritty in writing code.
I don't know if you know this, but I mean, I was just wondering, when Solimar and your R&D team works together on, let's say, the next iterations and new revolutions of your technology, the software versus hardware. I mean, you cannot buy a digital printer without a lot of software inside it.
Right.
So having that collaboration, because I guess that they have a shitload of information from customer data. Is that how you collaborate, getting information specifically on how to make sure that the machines work as efficient as possible? Or?
Well, much of it is actual overall production efficiency. So Screen has its forte in the pre-press, and specifically manipulating files for pre-press that are going to go to the printer. What Solimar gives us the ability to do is extend upstream and downstream into the entire production process. So therefore, we can not only track from inception of the job, but for that matter, all the way to the mailbox. And we can offer that solution to our customers.
Last question, maybe two questions, but last question is that how difficult is it? I mean, I hear that you understand the value proposition, but Screen is a global organization. How easy/difficult is it to get that value proposition across to the entire world?
Well, it's actually, being that both companies have global footprints, it makes it very easy for us to communicate the value prop, not only here in North America, but also in Japan, where, like I said, we've had much success, and as well as in Europe, where success actually is coming as well.
Okay, I just do like this, and thank you very much, sir, Peter.
Thank you.